slideshow. So now is the time for the presentation of the candidates for graduation. So at this time, will our members on stage and assisting staff please move to your designated areas. So we are proud to continue a meaningful tradition this evening. In addition to receiving a nursing pin, each graduate will receive a white stole, a symbol in color representative of the nursing profession. White represents compassion, integrity, and the unwavering commitment to patient-centered care. The stole also represents gratitude. After the ceremony, graduates may choose to present it to someone who has played a significant role in their journey. A reminder that no one reaches this milestone alone. So as Dr. Strong said, we'll call your name. Please come to the stage so that I may present you with your nursing stole and pin, and also be congratulated and presented with your diploma by both Dr. Mickey McLeod and Trustee Smith Everett.
Corinne Abernathy, KUCC student and SNA member. Abigail Ellen Barnett. Quinton Beckingham. Siobhan Thembry, LPN transition student, veteran, and Alpha Delta Nu member. Maria Chavez, LPN transition student, and Alpha Delta Nu member. Kaylee Brianna Coe. Travis Kaufman. Kristen Lene Godley. Jennifer Lynn Comerford. Dean Sienna, Phi Theta Kappa, SNA member, SNA officer, and Alpha Delta Nu member. Acelia Patricia Courtney. Dean's candidate, Phi Theta Kappa, SNA member, NCF member, and Alpha Delta Nu member. Hannah Lonnie Davis. SNA member, NCF member, and Alpha Delta Nu member. Andrew Andy Wynn Din. Tiffany Edson. President's Candidate, SNA member, and Alpha Delta Nu member. Isabel Elmore, Dean's Candidate, SNA member, and Alpha Delta Nu member. Cassidy Garrison, Dean's Candidate, SNA member, and Alpha Delta Nu member. Jody Gonzalez, President's Candidate. Omar Gonzalez Anavisca, Phi Theta Kappa, SNA member, SNA officer, and Alpha Delta Nu member. Alexis Greb, Dean's Candidate, SNA member, and Alpha Delta Nu member. Jordan Hanks, LPN transition student. Vanessa Harlow, Dean's Candidate. Jordan Hefner, Gunnar Avery Hine, Dean's Candidate and second year class representative.
Toàn con gái không ha.
Fatima Yasmin Hernandez, SNA member, NCF member, and LPN transition student. Carly Holmes, Dean's Candidate and SNA member. Megan Hoskins, SNA member, LPN transition student, and National Society of Leadership and Success member. Albus Husky, Katerina Illig, Jocelyn Elliott, SNA member, LPN transition student, and Alpha Delta Nu member. Taylor Calford, Dean's Candidate and Phi Theta Kappa. Tumuyo Correa. Dean's candidate, LPN transition student, and Alpha Delta new member. Lisa Lee. Dean's candidate, Phi Theta Kappa, SNA member, and Alpha Delta new member. Deliana Marquez. Dean's candidate, LPN transition student, and Alpha Delta new member. Janet Mathu. Dean's candidate, Phi Theta Kappa, SNA member, NCF member, and Alpha Delta new member. Sydney Maxwell. Eli Thomas McCarthy. Dean's candidate, Phi Theta Kappa, SNA member, SNA officer, and Alpha Delta new member. Fabian Mendoza Cabrera.
Woo!
SNA member and Alpha Delta new member. Delaney Miller. Dean's candidate. Mallory Myers. Audra Nepstead. President's candidate. Chichi Gabiro. SNA member and NCF member. Lisa Kim Wynn. SNA member and Alpha Delta new member. Becky Ochoa. Dean's candidate, first year class representative, SNA member, SNA officer, and Alpha Delta new member. Mara O'Toole. Lorelei Elizabeth Petrie. KUCC student, SNA member, SNA officer, and Alpha Delta new member. Sadie Rosa Marie Ramirez. SNA member, SNA officer, and Alpha Delta new member. Jessica Richmond Edwards. Dean's candidate, Phi Theta Kappa, SNA member, NCF member, LPN transition student, and Alpha Delta Nu member. Delaney Riggs. Haley Ritter. Second year class representative, LPN transition student, and Alpha Delta Nu member. Ryan Chance Rodriguez. Sabrina Nicole Sanchez. SNA member and Alpha Delta Nu member. Maram Seka. Reagan Renee Sheldon. SNA member and Alpha Delta Nu member. Lumi Shimizu. Second year class representative, SNA member, SNA officer, and NCF member. Lucy Shin. SNA member and Alpha Delta Nu member. Brianna Nicole Soto. SNA member. Kiara Jacqueline Steckline. Dean's candidate, SNA member, NCF member, and Alpha Delta Nu member. Matthew Stewart. Dean's candidate, first year class representative, SNA member, and Alpha Delta Nu member. Mackenzie Stewart. SNA member, LPN transition student, and Alpha Delta Nu member. Helen Vega. SNA member and Alpha Delta Nu member. Iran Villanueva. Alpha Delta Nu member. Susan Ludwig Watts. SNA member and Alpha Delta Nu member. Riley Renee Whitehurst. Dean's candidate, LPN transition student, and Alpha Delta Nu member. Jaden Wilson. LPN transition student and Alpha Delta Nu member. Crystal Gomez Woodruff. Honors program all 4 semesters, Phi Theta Kappa, SNA member, NCF member, National Society of Leadership and Success member, and Alpha Delta Nu member.
Please let us congratulate all of our graduates. So another ongoing tradition is inviting alumni from the previous year to address this year's graduating class. This year, we are so lucky to welcome both Ms. Elise Aschenfelter and Mr. Ian Comet from the class of 2025. Ian served as a class representative for the RN program and also as a student ambassador. You may also recognize him as he appeared on a JCCC bus, by the way. Elise is already giving back to the program by serving as a nursing tutor for our senior level nursing students. Elise and Ian, I'll welcome you up here now and thank you for being here and addressing our class of 2026.
Class of 2026, friends, family, and faculty, it's an honor to join the commencement of this class. Class of 2026, I would like you to take a minute to look around at the people that have got you to this point. Your classmates, your professors, your family and friends that are here to celebrate what you've accomplished the past 2 years and to soak it in. The countless hours of sim prep, the studying, the clinical rotations, and those dreaded checkoffs that have led you to this moment. You've put your heart and soul into this program, and I'm so proud of you. It's been a joy to watch as light bulbs would go off and concepts click, or getting to hear one of you share about being able to apply what you learned in class to a clinical situation. I promise it does count and it does matter. And I'm so excited to see as you put your heart and soul into this coming chapter, as you care for countless patients in your career. As I pondered what to share with you, a story came to mind from a book, yes, another reference to another book, that I read over 10 years ago, but it's stuck with me since then. It's one that would come to mind on a long 12-hour shift when I needed a reminder of my why. This story came from a book titled Half the Sky. It starts with a little boy walking on a beach in the morning. The night before, a huge storm had rolled in, causing the sea to rage and the tide to wash in. In turn, it had left countless starfish stranded ashore. This little boy was picking up one starfish at a time and throwing it back into the ocean. An older gentleman came up to him and asked what he was doing. The little boy stated he was helping the starfish get home. The little boy continued to do it. The gentleman pointed to the countless starfish on the sand, and he told the boy, "That's ridiculous. You'll never save them all. You better give it up, boy." The little boy simply looked at him with a grin, bent over, picked up another starfish, and threw it back in the ocean. and said it mattered for that one. Class of 2026, there will be days or nights, shout out to my night shifters, where it may feel like the tasks are overwhelming and you can never do it all, like the starfish covering the sand. And internal or external voices may begin to whisper to give it up, that it doesn't matter, or it's simply too much. But friends, I want to tell you it does matter. It matters for the one. Each patient you interact with, each water you fill, each pillow you track down, and trust me, you'll have to track them down to make a patient more comfortable. Each pudding you get for a patient that hasn't eaten in 2 days. Each tissue you get to wipe away the tears, and each hand you hold as a patient takes their final breath. It matters for the one. My hope is that on those shifts where it seems like you're facing countless starfish, that you would be like that little boy with a smile on his face, knowing it matters for the one. I mentioned this story has been one I've referenced as I've been learning how to be a nurse, and trust me, you don't learn in a year. Honestly, I was terrified to become a nurse. Maybe some of you feel that feeling too, intermixed with the joy and celebration of finishing this program. One of my fears was the fear of losing tenderness. I was afraid of succumbing to the apathy and cynicism of the older man in the story. I want to speak to that fear tonight. Another saying that's been helpful in my journey as I've entered this field is the same water that makes an egg hard is the same water that makes a potato soft. Nursing can be challenging, but it can also make you more compassionate, rich in mercy, more curious, less judgmental, and more tender. It requires you to walk in courage, to love deeply even when it's costly, and do the hard work of cultivating honesty, humility, and resilience. I've had the privilege to witness you each do those things in this program. The invitation now becomes further up, further in as you enter this new chapter. And I'm so eager to hear about all the lives you'll touch because you stopped for the one and you fight for tenderness. Congrats, guys.
Thank you, Elise. Standing here brings back a lot of memories. Not too long ago, I was sitting where you were, wearing the same nerves, the same excitement, and honestly, the same exhaustion. As a former student at Johnson County Community College, I know what it took for each one of you to get to this moment. And that's why I want to start by saying something simple but important. Congratulations, you earned this. As you step into your careers, you're entering a profession that is both incredibly rewarding, but incredibly demanding. You'll experience moments that stay with you forever. The first time a patient truly trusts you, the first time you advocate for someone who can speak for themselves, the first time you help save a life. And yes, there will be also moments that challenge you, loss, uncertainty, and days where you feel like you gave everything, but you still wonder if you had enough. In those moments, I want you to remember something, that JCCC prepared you for more than you can think. It taught you how to think critically, how to stay calm under pressure, how to care deeply while still moving forward. It taught you resilience, and that is what will carry you through. But I also want to be honest with you about something we don't always say out loud. Being a nurse can be overwhelming. You'll have shifts that drain you, you'll have patients you can't forget, and you'll have days where you feel like the system is working against you. When that happens, don't lose yourself in the process. Ask questions, even when you feel you should already know the answer. And give yourself grace. You're not expected to be perfect. You're expected to care, to learn, and to keep going. One of the most powerful things about nursing is that you never stop growing. The nurse you are on your first day will not be the nurse you are a year from now. And that's a good thing. Every patient you meet will teach you something. Every challenge will shape you. So stay curious, stay stay humble, and never forget why you started. And on the good days, and there'll be many of those good days, take a moment to recognize the impact that you're making. Nursing is one of the few professions where you get to be there for people in their most vulnerable moments. Your presence, compassion, and skill matter more than you ever fully realize. Before I close, I want to leave you with this. Don't be afraid of the kind of nurse that you're becoming. Some of you will be leaders, some will specialize, some will go back to school, some will discover strengths that you didn't even know that you had. Your path doesn't have to look like anyone else. What matters is that you continue to grow in a way that feels true to you. So class of 2026, as you walk forward into this next chapter, do it with confidence, do it with compassion, and do it knowing that you're a JCCC grad. And like I said last year, cheers to you, the tried, the tested, and the triumphant. Congratulations.
Thank you, Elise and Ian. At this time, I would like to invite the 4 students who have served as a class representative to the stage so they can address their classmates. As they make their way to the stage, we would like to thank them for their service during their time in the program. The reps attend the faculty meetings and also serve as liaisons between their peers and the program, which is imperative for open communication and feedback between students, faculty, and staff.
Good evening, all. I wanted to begin by introducing myself. I'm Becky Ochoa, and I was honored to be a class representative for the first year of nursing school with my classmate and friend, Matthew. Class of 2026. We did it! Woohoo! Congratulations to all of you, to each and every one of you. We can do hard things, and I can't wait to see where each of you ends up in the future. Each of us had such a unique story on how we got to nursing school, how we made it through, and what our future will look like. Each of those pieces of the journey had something in common. A support system cheering us on in the background. Nursing school is hard. I know full well that I would not be standing up here without the immense support system I had backing me up. For me, it was family, friends, coworkers, and the best partner in the world checking in on me and supporting me when I needed it most. Between hugs, phone calls, words of encouragement, countless laughs, the occasional sweet treat, or whatever it may have looked like for you and your support system, I think I can speak for all of us saying that we are forever grateful for your love and support. Now, class of 2026, I want you to take a second and just look around the theater. Look around. There are so many people here loving and supporting you as you end school and begin another huge transition into practice. I'm so proud of each of you for getting to this point, and I know everyone here is proud of you too. Give your loved ones an extra hug today, or smile for just one more picture to help savor this moment. Let them take this time to celebrate you as well, because it's a huge milestone for all. To everyone else in the seats, including the fabulous faculty and professors, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Your support meant the world to us as we all became registered nurses. Enjoy the rest of the evening, everyone. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Matthew Stewart, and I had the pleasure of serving as one of our first-year class representatives and as Becky's esteemed assistant. I'd like to begin with some statistics. 631 days. That's how long it's been since a number of us have started this nursing school journey. For many of us, that stretch of time is even longer, including prerequisite courses, prior degrees, and if you're anything like me, desperately trying to figure out what to do with your life. 18 simulation days, 18.5 unit exams, 43 hospital clinical days, 68 lecture days, and probably 10,000 nursing exams later, and look where we are. We've of course been taught not to just treat a number, but to treat our patients as whole individuals. However, I think looking at these statistics really helps to quantify this crazy experience we have all made it through together. I want to thank the JCCC nursing faculty for trusting me and Becky with the responsibility of being class reps and for being endlessly supportive and encouraging throughout this journey. Thank you to all my classmates for graciously putting up with any silly comments or jokes I may have made during our lectures. And of course, thank you to my mom for listening to me regurgitate every bit of information I've ever learned over the phone after nearly every lecture. Seriously, Mom, I think you deserve an honorary degree for that. So, 631 days, class of 2026. I cannot wait to see where all of us will end up in our careers 631 more days from now. Congratulations, and may the force be with you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Gunnar Hine, and I was fortunate enough to be a class representative this year. The nursing profession is founded on meaningful and important relationships, specifically the relationships we make with our patients, their families, and other medical professionals. However, I believe that the most impactful of those relationships so far come from the ones we created in nursing school. I could have never predicted that I would meet some of my dearest friends and some of the most important mentors of my adult life. I know that the friendships we have created will continue to change each other for the better for many years to come. On behalf of the class of 2026, I also want to thank the JCCC nursing program faculty. We are incredibly grateful for the time, effort, and knowledge that you bestowed upon us over these last 2 years. I also want to thank our loved ones for seeing us through this challenging yet rewarding journey. Trust me, I know how excited you are to never hear us whine about nursing school ever again. But in all seriousness, we wouldn't be here without you. We love you and we thank you for your unwavering support. Thank you to my incredible biological family and my wonderful chosen family. I am forever grateful for your unconditional love.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Haley Ritter, and I've had the honor of being a class representative this past year. We're so grateful to have you all here to witness this milestone for my colleagues and me. To the JCCC faculty, thank you. We've dreamed of this moment for 2 years, but we know we didn't get here alone. Your unwavering support was the bridge that brought us across. I want to give a special shout out to the LPN students who joined this summer and powered through to the finish line. I'm so proud that we did it. As we start this new chapter, I want to leave you with a few reminders. First, you are unique and wonderfully made, and so is every patient who will be placed in your care. When we serve with kindness and respect, we find a fulfillment that goes far deeper than any promotion or paycheck. Second, remember that we will make mistakes. It's bound to happen. And when they happen, don't let them break you, but let them build you. I don't know exactly where the future will take each of you, but I know this. You will be a blessing to your patients, and that is a truly honorable calling. So to my classmates and my future coworkers, onward and congratulations.
Congratulations to the class of 2026. My name is Lumi, and I am one of the representatives for the senior year. I would also like to extend a heartfelt thank you to the family and friends who support us through this journey. Your encouragement made this achievement possible. I am equally grateful to the professors who guided us and prepared us to become a compassionate and skilled nurse. The JCCC class of 2026 is honored to have established a scholarship in memory of Mr. Wayne Dinas, who passed away a few months ago. Many of us had the privilege of learning from Mr. Dinas. He was not only an excellent nurse, but an exceptional educator and mentor whom we deeply admire. In his honor, we raised over $2,000 to support nursing students facing financial hardship. Just as Mr. Dinas positively impacted so many of us, this scholarship will continue to support future nurses. We are proud to carry forward his legacy and gratitude and respect. The class of 2026 will also present this memorial plaque to Ms. Dinah's family as a small token of appreciation and remembrance. Thank you.
Thank you, Becky, Matthew, Gunnar, Haley, and Lindy. So graduates, you are entering a profession that will ask much of you, but also give you purpose beyond measure. You will be called to care for others during the most vulnerable moments. You will celebrate life, witness loss, advocate fiercely, and make differences that may never be fully seen, but will always matter. You are not just starting a career, you are answering a calling. Remember what brought you here. Remember the resilience you built along the way. Remember your why, and also remember you are ready. It is my distinct honor and privilege to introduce the Johnson County Community College Registered Nursing Class of 2026. Graduates, please move your tassel from the right to the left side of your cap. Congratulations! So please join us in the lobby for our reception following the ceremony. To ensure a safer and quicker exit, please use both exits located on each side of Yardley Hall. For family and friends waiting to congratulate the graduates, please do not congregate right outside the exit doors to avoid any traffic congestion and begin to enjoy some refreshments down in the lobby. Take care of yourselves and one another and carry forward the compassion, skill, and professionalism that define this noble profession. Congratulations again. This concludes our ceremony. Take care of yourselves and one another and travel safely home tonight. And also please rise as the faculty in the graduating class of 2026 exit. Thank you.